Leaders are looking to breathe new life into the Portland Expo Center.
And Metro has been studying how the space could be used more effectively. Our Spencer Schott joins us now live with more on what's being proposed. Spencer?
Yeah, Pete, Nora, the future of the Expo Center could be indoor sports. Now, the CEO of Sport Oregon presented a multi-phase plan today to the Metro Committee, saying on how they could revitalize the convention halls here. Sitting in between downtown Portland and downtown Vancouver, the Portland Expo Center is really prime real estate.
We have an incredible asset that exists, but it's extremely underutilized.
Sport Oregon CEO Jim Etzel showed the Metro board these plans of what they would like to see done at the Expo Center. And phase one would be building out indoor courts in the existing convention halls.
You think basketball, volleyball, but you can also look at wrestling, cheer, taekwondo, you name a floor sport, pickleball, to where we can really turn those halls on.
Phase two could include an indoor track and ice facilities. Developers say an indoor sports facility could increase visitation to the Expo Center up to 1.5 million visits a year, because this would be a space for more than just tournaments on the weekend.
That's where the community access comes in, community usage, and then in the evenings could be rentals to leagues.
Etzel says Oregon doesn't have a facility like this, so right now folks have to travel to Idaho or Washington to compete.
It keeps local families in the region instead of having to drive to Boise or Spokane to play in these or participate in these events. So they stay at home.
Now, these plans still need to get approved by the Metro Council, but Etzel says if they do get the green light, it would take about 2 years to get the indoor courts all wrapped up and ready to go, and then they'd turn their attention to the outside of the Expo Center and looking at other amenities that they could add to this 53-acre plot of land, and that would include a hotel and other restaurants. Reporting live in North Portland, Spencer Schott, Fox 12 Oregon.